WrestleMania 26. Yeah. To say, before I get into the matches, the setup looked awesome, phenomenal. The stage with that like massive kind of pyramid with all the lights are wicked, and all the kind of like sunset vibe of it was great, and the open top and some of the fireworks are fucking mental. I'm not really like a firework guy, but some of them were like just brilliant, especially at the end of it. But yeah, WrestleMania 26. Overall, I did think it was a very good WrestleMania. I don't think some of the matches were as good as it could have been, but suffice to say, there wasn't really anything horribly bad on this card, unless you count the Bret Hart Vince McMahon thing as a match, which I really don't, and I ignored the women's match, you know. But yeah, started off with the tag match, Show Miz versus Morrison and R-Truth. It ended before it could go anywhere really, and it was a bit of a shame, but not really. You know, it was a foregone conclusion that like Show Miz were gonna like retain the belts, and then it went into the triple threat between like Legacy and Randy Orton, and this was all right. You know, had like the right amount of time. Some things of note: Randy Orton is mega over, and like he's got like the first like big pop of the night, and Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, they don't have a patch on the heat Orton gets. I mean, it was predictable that like they were gonna like have a bust up and brawl and that. But when that happened, the crowd were just dead for it. You know, they need to like split those guys up and see if they can get over on their own. That's what I think's got to happen. I really like the finish to this match. Orton doing the punt on Cody, then Ted about to do the Dream Street, and then Orton reversing it into a great RKO. And yeah, I just thought that was a real good finish to the match. And that was that. Then next, I think it was the Money in the Bank match with 10 fucking people in it. Yeah, at the beginning of this was weird. It looked like a battle royal or something. I don't think this was the best Money in the Bank match by far. Still quite entertaining, but to me, I wasn't that into it, to be honest. I thought it dragged a little bit, and there was some interesting spots, especially like Kofi using like the broken ladder as stilts. That was awesome. And Evan Bourne did a shooting star press off of a ladder, which was like leaning on the sides. And I liked the kind of ladder sandwich that Swagger got from Matt Hardy and Christian. That was good fun. And yeah, Jack Swagger ended up winning the Money in the Bank, which I couldn't see at all. And it looked a bit like botched because, well, not botched, but you know, he was having trouble getting the briefcase. And yeah, bizarre. Like, seeing as he's like just looked like a joke for like the better part of a year now, it's kind of bizarre to have it on him. But if WWE are going to do it right with him, they need to keep his momentum. Yeah? Like, because Jack Swagger could be something good, and they need to, like, keep him, have momentum with the briefcase, for sure. And, yeah, then there was Triple H and Sheamus, and I thought this match was pretty good, you know. It wasn't a snore fest like it could have been, and Sheamus was looked to be like on his level within this match. And one thing to note that I looked at, which like looked like something that could be in a botchamania, Triple H shouted out "Facebuster," and then there was like the Facebuster into the knee that Sheamus got. So yeah, they called that one out a bit loud. I don't think it was right that Triple H went over, but I got a feeling this is far from over. And then there was Ray versus Punk, and yeah, Ray came out dressed as like Avatar or something, and just looked a bit ridiculous in my opinion. The match was pretty good, but I think they've had a better match before a pay-per-view a few years ago. I think it should have had like an extra 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, and it could have been something really special. But what they got in there was really good, and Ray went over on that one like I kind of expected, which is a bit of a shame because I would have liked to see Ray join the Straight Edge Society and have like this other new thing go into his character. But there you go, that's what happens. And then Bret Hart and Vince McMahon's weird segment thing, which didn't really feel like a match. No, Vince was on the mic saying he paid off the Hart family, and then Bret basically told him and everyone that the Hart family have like swerved you and got your money, and yeah, it was like a lumberjack match with the Hart family all around. It was quite fun seeing the Hart Dynasty out there doing their heart attack on Vince on the outside, and Matt Striker said some funny shit about like, oh, here's to Natalia's future endeavours when she like whacked Vince. I thought it was quite funny, all them ganging on Vince, and yeah, it was just a bit of a shame that this match was pretty shit and not really a match, because it could have been something, but they didn't go that way. It served its purpose. It was a moment, I guess. And then I think it was Jericho and Edge, and I thought this match was really good. Just real slow burning at the beginning, then it just really went into it when Jericho was working on his Achilles tendon and like doing like the walls of Jericho and the like half crab and stuff, and there was a nice like spear into a code breaker, and the ending was good where like the referee got knocked down and Jericho used the belt and then got the win with the code breaker again, because I thought that was good. Basically, I haven't really seen anything like that in a long time in WWE, and it was good for Jericho to hold on to that belt. And after the match, Edge just got a bit angry and speared Jericho into a barricade, and obviously that feud's going to carry on for a bit as well. And then there was a women's match which I paid no attention to whatsoever. Vicky Guerrero was wrestling apparently, and then it was John Cena and Batista, and I thought they had a really good match, just a real good kind of like powerhouse match, and they were like moving like a bit quicker than they usually would, and it had a good flow to it. And Batista's face when Cena kicked out of the Batista bomb, it was fucking hilarious. That's a Photoshop moment waiting to happen for sure. And yeah, Cena came out the winner like we all thought he would. And that's that really. I guess, I don't know if this feud will carry on, but you know, they did well. They did well for WrestleMania, I thought. And then WWE did the right thing and put Undertaker and Shawn Michaels on last. And oh my god, that was a match and a half for sure. I think it totally eclipsed last year's. No, I thought last year's was slightly overrated, as good as it was. And like the near falls were like a lot better placed, really well placed. Towards the start of the match, Undertaker looked like he like tweaked his leg and he was hobbling a bit, but Undertaker really fucking brought it for this match, and props to him and Shawn Michaels, because Undertaker hasn't looked that good like in quite a fucking while, to be honest. And yeah, just some brilliant moments in this match. One thing that I will have to say, though, that moonsault that Shawn did to the outside, or Taker on the table, I thought that didn't look very good at all. That reminded me of something like Sabu would have done, like moonsaulting into a table, just a table there, because like basically he just like got like the end of his legs and didn't even didn't even connect. But yeah, there was also a tombstone to the outside, loads of super kicks. Michaels countering the Hell's Gate into a pin, that was fucking nice. And to me, like the stuff that had the air escape from my whole body was literally the last few minutes when Taker tombstone Shawn. Then Taker like got up, he was about to do this, then just stopped, and like looked like to have sympathy, and I was like, oh, Taker breaking character, no way. And then Shawn was climbing up him, and he was like that, and slapped him one, and it was like, ah! And then like Undertaker did the most massive tombstone I've ever seen. It's like big jumping tombstone, and Shawn Michaels' career was over in that match. And yeah, quite a fucking epic moment. Undertaker shook his hand afterwards, and the ending to that with a big ovation Shawn got. I was so happy. Shawn looked like a contented man. I think I'm going to have to do another video about my thoughts on Shawn Michaels because I'm running out of time. But yeah, just a beautiful end to WrestleMania. A good WrestleMania. Maybe not the best, but really solid and up there. And the main event was fucking classic. You gotta watch it. I'll do a video with some more thoughts. Cheers.